Hey everyone, host plants are essential to include in a butterfly garden if you want to support the entire butterfly life cycle. This little bundle of adorableness is a spicebush swallowtail caterpillar. And if I were to take this little guy off of this plant and put him on some random other plant, he would immediately leave that plant and go out in search of his preferred host plant. That adorable little caterpillar can't just eat anything. He has a specific plant that's designed just for him to survive. That plant, or his host plant, which in my garden for him, I have spicebush and sassafras trees. Those are the plants that have the perfect chemical makeup that can help that caterpillar build up the energy stores it needs to make that most fabulous transformation into a butterfly. These are Gulf fritillary butterflies, and they are currently hanging out on their host plant. They have multiple. They're in the Passiflora family, and the one I have is Passiflora incense. But there's also Passiflora incarnata, which is maypop passion vine, and corky stem passion vine. So a lot of different plants in the passion vine family are where they will lay their eggs. This is a Gulf fritillary egg. You can see it's laid on one of the bigger leaves, and there is just one there. They're pretty easy to spot. But Gulf fritillaries aren't the only ones that host on the Passiflora. These are zebra longwing eggs, and they're laid on the tip of a Passiflora vine. Again, this is Passiflora incense. And so they host on this plant too. Zebra longwings are Florida's state butterfly. The caterpillars look completely different than the butterflies. And they have all those little spiky spikes on them, but they are not harmful to touch, as some caterpillars that have spikes are. They just have that look to fake out possible predators and try and make them look as unappealing as a snack as possible. Zebra longwing eggs are fairly easy to spot because they'll lay them in clusters at the very tip of a vine. Oh my goodness, look at how many eggs are on this one. Wow, I'm going to take this stem in and I'm going to raise these little guys and release them when they're butterflies. That's fabulous. So the Passiflora incense is a hybrid. It is a cross between a Florida native, Passiflora incarnata, and I believe a South American type of Passiflora because of its extremely fast growth and ability to feed lots of caterpillars. That's what I have planted in my garden. Usually I always recommend going native, but in this case, this plant is just fabulous, and it is based on one of our natives here in Florida. These plants also have the most beautiful, spectacular flowers. Look at all these gorgeous Passiflora incense flowers growing up along my back fence. Here's a little Gulf fritillary munching on a flower bed on my Passiflora, and a little ant friend. And if you saw my video the other day, this is normal behavior right here. These are zebra longwing butterflies, and there's a chrysalis there with the female, and the males know it's a female, and they're just waiting for her. There were 3 butterflies on here earlier, and this has been going on for 2 or 3 days now. It's just part of their natural butterfly behavior. One of them's gonna win. And if I were her, I'd just stay in there. Here's another little Gulf fritillary caterpillar munching away on the leaf. So, female butterflies know they have to lay their eggs on a specific plant. So they're always looking for that plant. And if you have lots of that plant in your garden, guess what? The butterflies are more likely to show up and stay. So passiflora incense is just one of many, many host plants you can plant in your butterfly garden. Every butterfly has its own specific host plants, and there are different plants for every swallowtail butterfly: giant swallowtails, eastern black swallowtails, eastern tiger swallowtails, spicebush swallowtails. There are host plants for polydamas swallowtail butterflies, pipevine swallowtails, monarch butterflies, queen butterflies, peacock butterflies, cassius blues, atala butterflies. These are all different butterflies that I have host plants for in my garden. And by having those host plants spread throughout my garden, and the butterflies' favorite nectar plants, these butterflies are visiting my garden nearly year-round. The Gulf fritillaries and zebra longwings have a colony here. They are here every day. Monarchs I see almost every day. Swallowtails, some of them come and go. Polydamas swallowtail I see every day. In the winter, if it gets a little cool, they might go south for a little bit and then come back. If there's a hurricane, well, that's a whole nother thing. But usually, there are always butterflies in my garden, except, like I said, maybe a few weeks in the winter. And my name is Susan. My entire backyard has been designed from end to end as a habitat for butterflies because we need more habitat back on our planet. And if you've got a backyard full of grass or with part of it with a garden, think about adding host plants and nectar plants and help the butterflies thrive and be able to complete their life cycles. You can make a difference. You can make a difference. And the rewards are so great when you walk out your back door into the magic that is a butterfly garden. All of the butterfly and caterpillar photographs that you have seen in this video and all the video of butterflies you've seen in this video were all taken by me in this garden. And at the end, which is coming momentarily, I string a couple of videos together with some happy music just to let you see some of the butterflies in action in my garden. All the butterflies you're about to see have been in this garden over the past 2 days. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you want more. I mean, lots more, then join the milkweed crew. Information about that is in the description of this video. And I will see you in my next video.